With COD League continuing, guys, and some FaZe dominance also continuing, it seems that COD League was like, what can we do to possibly slow these kids down? Yes, a potential and kind of semi-nerf to snaking has now been released, to the surprise of a lot of people out there. We've actually heard so many figures. I think it was actually people like Maven and Co. talking about this a while back. I'll play for you guys a clip. Zuma's mentioned this. Of course, we've had tons of Call of Duty pros calling this out. In particular, someone like Cell has certainly been a target of what he calls false narratives and lies about snaking. But finally, thanks to CDL Intel, of course, a Call of Duty update releasing a lot of things out there. But to me, most importantly, a semi-snaking nerf. As they said, slightly reduce the speed of changing stances from stand, crouch, and prone. Additional adjustments to come to address remaining disparity between first and third person perspectives. So will this be the right solution is now the next step, because I think a lot of us maybe didn't expect it to come, or a fix to come this soon. So props to them. We'll see if it actually does work when it does fully get enforced as well. Then I'm going to play for you guys right now Maven and their stance on this. And even Crowder giving a few mentions if you guys want to go check out the original Hardpoint episode around this, as snaking has obviously been a very prominent issue so far this season.
Me sit here and be like angry with them doing it, and then like I understand that it's just a weird line. Like I don't know. I just feel like the energy between players wasting it on each other is not where it should be focused. And I know you can't fix it either on Treyarch's side. I know it's not the easiest fix. They've been trying to do it for a long time. So I don't know.
Well, there's a couple issues though. Well, Joe, I know
there's a lot
you want to get into about how it messes with COD, but my overall issue is just the concept of GAing this type of thing. So most GAs, it's like a gun or the number of smokes you run or something very easily turned off, toggled, or tracked in the game. This is not something you can turn off. It's just part of the fucking game. So there's no way to stop it from just happening. So the concept of just GAing it in general to me is fucking idiotic. Like there's no way to stop it from happening like a moment like Chris is talking about. You can't turn it off. There's not an option. It's not a weapon you can remove. I've always thought that the concept of it is just ludicrous to me. Like how can you GA something that you can't remove from the game? That you can't take, it's just a trust thing? Like what?
So I see what you're saying is what I agree with, and I understand that. But being a player before, and I played through the era of when snaking became a thing, it's just very annoying and cheesy to play against. And when you do it like the way Fire was doing it and the way Cellium was doing it and the way other players do it, it becomes basically impossible to kill someone off of a head glitch. If you throw someone in that ring area and you say, run up that garage ramp in a hard point while they're just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And I'm not talking once or twice.
In this game though, like it's not even like real snaking.
You can differently. So yeah,
it's not like
differently. So it's like not the lay down, get back up.
Yeah,
but it's the crouch up and down, up and down, up and down. When you throw someone as talented as any of these players in the league doing that, it takes a lot of the skill out of it, because I can do that and four-piece a team, and I'm not nearly as talented as some of these.
But we also got to wait and see who else is going to be affected by this. Redditors think it might be a guy like Scraps, known for crouch shots, and then it could be even New York Subliners. We saw Diamondcon get called out for snaking, and even by casters, they said he was a member of Slytherin. So, you know, we'll see. Will it be FaZe affected? Will it be Subliners affected? Will it be whoever affected? We will wait and see who is affected most, but still, I expect the next Call of Duty matches to be just like the last ones, pretty freaking unpredictable so far this season, which I do love. Now, speaking of the devil in FaZe, it's actually stemming back to last weekend, but I wanted to wrap this in there because I want to know if you guys want this as bad as I do. It was actually, I believe, Abizi and Arcees going back and forth with COD League following their the most dominant individual map we have seen all season long versus LA Thieves. When you go for BMs, when you go for finishing moves, I don't know if anyone else out there can say there has been this dominant of a map with BMs involved.
In round two, they have a 4-life advantage. They have 2 players on, or they have someone on B. Look at RC's position, where he's forcing Atlanta FaZe to go. They have to rotate all the way around into this trap. Abizi, he's like, hey, I'm showing you some love, because right now we are destroying you on checkmate.
Oh, jeez. Yeah,
they are trapped.
It's all 3 rounds. They've won that opening duel. Like, and
it's big. Think about it in a hard point. When you win that first wave, if you get a 3 or 4 down, it usually leads to what? A good chunk of time and maybe spawns for the second hard point. On control, it might lead you into getting smoked throughout the whole thing, and that's exactly what's happening here. Is R-Cities gets 3, then he gets team killed by his teammate, but I don't think they're worried about it because the lives is 25-12. Thieves are getting pooed on.
It's not good. It's humiliating. I mean, they're not capping the point just to keep spawn killing them over and over and over again. It was 25 to like. I was a little. I mean, still, you're up 16 lives. You have all the streaks. Like, man, Atlanta FaZe just they are ahead. And you know, we talked about it for Los Angeles Thieves. You know, it's tough when you make your roster move to have to play this team. We saw it happen at Toronto Ultra last week. It's happening to them.
It's just got to be. I mean, and I'm not a pro right now. As Simp is, yeah, just showing a little extra love, as you said. Now he's just going to try and pistol people across the map. But it's got to be demoralizing sometimes to just get beat in the fashion that they've been doing to squads.
You know, they're undefeated. They haven't lost yet on this year, and they are going to stay perfect once again. There's one life left. Uh-oh. Whoa!
Oh, God, that is violent!
Oh, it's awesome!
Oh, I love that.
So it was RC saying, oh man, it would make a great comms video, and then they go back and forth with COD League, and then after further review, they say after that map, yeah, they're not going to be releasing those comms, which all the more, especially when it comes time for LA Thieves, especially when it comes time for a week after it was FaZe versus Optic. Those comms blew up on Twitter, but also blew up in controversy as Optic and coaches out there were not very happy with the COD League doing this. It just, can you imagine if this happened to FaZe and LA Thieves? Also the week after Riot Games and 100 Thieves had a back and forth. You guys know I enjoy the drama, the banter. That certainly would spice things up, but it just makes you wonder, what were those guys saying when they were railing on the LA Thieves? It probably was not anything very pretty. We'll see if LA Thieves can get some vengeance in the coming weeks. What do you guys think? Until next time, drink some water, drink some coffee. I'll catch you guys back here next time.